Since the September 9th agreement collapsed, not too many days after it was actually announced, you guys have spoken about, and then the bilateral contact, or at least in terms of a ceasefire, was broken. You guys have talked about how the teams are still meeting in Geneva.
Which they are, including today.
So exactly what have they done over the course of the last month and a half since the bilateral U.S.-Russia thing broke down?
You know, I'm not going to detail the conversations that we're having in Geneva. What I would say, and I confirmed this morning, is we continue to have conversations there in a multilateral setting, taking a look at the emphasis that we've placed on aid, that we've placed on reestablishing a cessation of hostilities and the political transition. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just wondering, can you point to any kind of success that these talks that you continue to have made? I mean,
I can't point to success, but I can point to the fact that we continue to think that they're valuable enough that we remain at the table.
They haven't, but they produce nothing then. Right?
At this stage, we continue to engage. I don't have a result to point to, Matt.
Right.
No.
I know. And that's the issue here, because you guys have said, and actually everyone has said all the time, or everyone does say all the time, that there's no point in having talks for talk's sake. And frankly, if they've been meeting for a month and a half, and you can't point to a single thing that they've accomplished, I just wonder what is the point of continuing this? It seems just like it's a charade and an excuse for people to, get a lot of expensive room service meals in luxury hotels in Switzerland.
I think where we are very focused on is the fact that we go back to our fundamental principles, where we've focused on in the conflict in Syria, is that there is no military solution. The only solution on this is going to be through a multilateral setting. We are having these talks because we think it's important to have these talks, and we wouldn't continue to engage in these talks if we didn't think it was valuable. Again, I'm not in a position where I can unpack the specific strands of our work, where we've seen progress, where we don't see progress. But what I will say is that we're there, we're at the table, we're in Geneva, we continue to push.
But can you give one reason why you think that they're valuable?
I think they're valuable because what's our other solution? Our other solution is a military solution, and the international community understands there is no military solution for the conflict in Syria. So what we do is we continue to engage every day, pushing for a political one.
Well, that's a very odd way to ascribe value to something, because I mean, if they don't produce anything, they're not productive.
We continue to believe it's valuable.
All right.